Today, I am going to deliver a lecture on the play The Tempest as a dramatic romance. This play is written by the great dramatist William Shakespeare. Now, I am going to explain the meaning of dramatic romance or what is dramatic romance. Dramatic romance is a narrative genre in literature that involves a mysterious, adventurous, or spiritual storyline where the focus is on a quest that involves bravery and strong values. That's why this play contains the adventurous, some of the mysterious, and spiritual storyline. That's why the present play having the title The Tempest as a dramatic romance, which is written by William Shakespeare. Now I would like to introduce you the dramatist. William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, and actor widely regarded as the world's greatest dramatist in English language. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. He was born on 23rd April 1564 in Stratford upon Avon and died on 23rd April 1616. He was famous for his tragedies and comedies, for example, Hamlet, King Lear, Othello, Romeo and Juliet, etc. Shakespeare remains immortal. He remains a great personality in the world of literature. That's why Shakespeare remains immortal through the literature produced by Shakespeare. Now, I would like to introduce you in short about the play. The tempest or the storm plays a vital role in the play. The storm that gives the play its title. That's why I'm going to explain the title of the play. The storm that gives the play its title, storm caused a shipwreck, stranding many characters. None of the characters actually dies in the storm. So, at the ending of the play, everyone is happily reunited. So, the play appeared as a comedy. It is a play about magic, betrayal, love, and forgiveness. It is set on an island near Italy, somewhere near Italy, where Prospero, the hero of the play, and the one time Duke of Milan, and his beautiful daughter Miranda live with a spirit named Ariel and a strange wild man called Caliban. Now, I would like to introduce you some major characters in the play. First one, Prospero. Prospero is the central to the Tempest narrative. Prospero generates the plot of the play. Prospero plays the role of Centralize, one of the Shakespeare's more enigmatic protagonists. Prospero is an ideal duke, good and loving person. He remains a sympathetic character in the play. Second one character, Miranda. Miranda is the daughter of Prospero. She is a gentle and compassionate but also passive heroine of the play. Third one character, Antonio. Antonio plays the role of antagonist of the play. He cheats Prospero but finally repents for his ill deed. Now I would like to introduce you some minor characters in the play. Gonzalo, he helps Prospero. He serves as a counselor to Alonso, the king of Naples. Then the second one character, Alonso, the king of Naples, an enemy of Prospero. He helps Antonio to go against Prospero. Finally repents. He is the father of Ferdinand and Claribel. The next one character, Ferdinand. Ferdinand is the son of Alonso, the prince of Naples, falls in love with Miranda and marries her. The next one character, Ariel, an airy spirit, imprisoned by Sycorax in a pine tree. Prospero frees him, so he became the servant of Prospero. The next one character, Caliban. Caliban referred to as a monster, and at present he plays the role of slave of Prospero. The next one, minor character but played very important role, Sycorax. Sycorax, the mother of Claribel, tortures Ariel. She is cruel ruler of the island, and before the Prospero entered on the island, she does not free Ariel till her death. In this way, this play contains major and minor characters who played the important role in the play having the title The Tempest. Now, I am going to explain the play The Tempest, which contains the elements of dramatic romance. The Tempest is one of his plays which are grouped the last plays of Shakespeare. This play shares many features of the dramatic romances. However, some critics argue that they are rather tragedies than romance. But this present one play, including some of the elements of dramatic romance, which I will explain in detail one by one. Firstly, this play remains a happy ending play. This play contains the element of romance which ends happily. It cannot be called comedy because fun and laughter is not as its chief aim. The play is not treated in fight vein. There is a serious purpose behind it. This makes it serious. This is true of The Tempest. The play Tempest, like a romance, ends happily. All the sailors and the passengers from a wretched ship finally reunite and go home safe and sound. But the play has a serious purpose. Prospero is cheated and humiliated by his enemies. He and his daughter has to live in a cave for 12 years. So he has to teach them a lesson for their folly. And he succeeds. Thus, reunion and forgiveness are the notable features of a romance, and they are found in the present play The Tempest. Now I am going to explain the second point. The next one element of the dramatic romance is the use of supernatural power. The Tempest, like Midsummer Night's Dream, is really dominated by the supernatural element. The strange island where Prospero lives is charged with it. It is an enchanted island. It was once ruled by a cruel witch named Sycorax. She had imprisoned Ariel in a pine tree, and his wailing is heard. Prospero, the magician, comes there and controls it with his magical power. Ariel himself is a supernatural being, and he serves Prospero. Caliban is an ugly and cruel slave. Later on, Trinculo in his motley is taken as ghost. All these things from fantasy and life on the island becomes abnormal. That's why this play, which contains the supernaturalism, that's why there is one of the element found in the present play, that is the use of supernatural power. Then I am going to explain the next one point, that is the element of romance, that is the use of love is, which is the soul of romance, because romance presupposes love. The Tempest 2 is not an exception to the fact. It contains a romantic love story of Ferdinand and Miranda. There is love at first sight. Ferdinand comes to Prospero's cave. Miranda sees him and falls in love with her. Both praise each other as beautiful, graceful, and divine. Miranda feels pity for Ferdinand as her father gives him the work of cutting wood. She wants to share his work, but Ferdinand gets inspiration to work and forgets pen to see Miranda's face. In this way, they develop their love, and Prospero seals it with their betrothal. In this way, this play contains the element of love, which is the soul of the romance. The next one element of the romance, that is the use of remoteness, strangeness, adventure, and beauty of nature, are also found in a romance. It is true, the present one play, The Tempest, contains the remoteness, strangeness, adventure, and beauty of the nature of the island. The story of the play takes place on a remote enchanted island. No human beings are found there. However, it is full of natural beauty. There are the sea, beach, trees, and all the treasures of nature. Among them is Miranda with her divine beauty and innocence. The play is full of adventures, including those of Prospero's and Ariel's actions. Many strange things are found on the island. Cannibal and his dead mother Sycorax are a strange being. Ariel imprisoned in the pine tree in a strange. It is a strange that ship is found in a storm, but nobody is dead. Finally, the play, like a dramatic romance, has a sweet touch of humor. They are contributed by Trinculo, Stefano, Cannibal, and even by the tricks of Ariel. Cannibal takes Trinculo in his colorful dress as a ghost. He lies breathless on the ground. When the storm blows, he enters the loose dress of Cannibal. Stefano takes the two as one human being and decides to make money by presenting him in side shows. Ariel speaks in the voice of Trinculo, and Trinculo is scolded by Stefano. Because of the magic, nymphs appear with food by Ariel removes it. In conclusion, I would like to say that the present one play, The Tempest, has all the elements of a dramatic romance. Everyone happily reunited at the ending of the play. That's why the present play has all the elements of dramatic romance. In this way, this play ended happily. Though Prospero suffers, but at the end, all the characters remains happily. Thank you.